Hi, my people. Welcome to a new episode of Lamarr Townsend Tarot. Today we have a sad one. There's been a lot of breakups and divorces lately, and here we have one with Britney Spears and Sam Asghari. Unfortunately, it appears that Sam Asghari has filed for divorce from Britney Spears. They have separated. So we're going to look into this, what's going on with this, and see, what Spirit has to say about this situation. If you're new to my channel, I'm Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium. If you would like your own personal reading from me, I am available. You can text me right here, as you can see, at 703-791-9162, or visit my website. That's the best place to book your reading, lamartownsendtarot.com. And this is my website, so once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me. You can also follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook as well. And if you would like your own reading, go right to the store section. This is where you would go to view all the rates, services, products, classes, candles, and different types of things I do offer. I do offer email readings, phone readings, video recorded readings, past life readings, birth chart readings, mediumship readings, protection candles, money candles, love candles, blockage removal candles, open roads candles, cleansing candles. I also offer custom candles, tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes, dream interpretation readings, and so much more. So if you guys would be interested in any of those things, you guys and gals, all right, and everything in between, then definitely check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. Let's go ahead and get into the situation on Sam Asghari and Britney Spears. Now, I do want to show you all who are kind of new as to what's going on. Let's just do a quick Google search of Britney Spears, Sam Asghari, and the top stories that come up as of 1 day, 1 hour ago, 28 minutes ago, as you can see here, is Sam Asghari reportedly files for divorce from Britney Spears. This is according to CNN, the New York Times. It says he files for divorce after 1 year of marriage, so they've only been married for 1 year. This is also according to AP News, Reuters, and TMZ, all right, as the top news stories when you Google their names together. So there's your proof as to, those who may be new to this situation. Let's go ahead, of course, and see what Spirit has to say. Thank you, Spirit, for providing clarity and insight as to what happened in the marriage between Sam Asghari and Britney Spears. Why did Sam file for divorce? Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions, and my space, as well as those watching this video. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen, amen, amen. Alright, that was very calming, I feel. Very relaxing. I love a good singing bowl moment. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. First, let me moisturize my lips first. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into this reading on Sam Asghari and Britney Spears. Spirit, give us clarity and insight as to what went on with Sam Asghari and Britney Spears. Why did they break up? Why did they get a divorce? Why did Sam file for a divorce from Britney? The first thing I'm getting is too much to deal with. I feel like Sam would be put in situations. You have to remember Britney is Britney Spears, so she still has a team, and she still has this kind of structure around her that it's like it's you can't do anything without someone watching or without people butting in or people needing to the intimate details of her life. Like there's something like I don't know why I see her going in and taking some sort of test. It almost like to me feels like a drug test or something like that. Because I see her going in the bathroom and coming out and like handing like a pill bottle or a cup, to a woman, and it's like, she kind of tests it. So I don't know if she's going through some sort of program, or I also feel like there's something going on though with pregnancy. Like I feel like the energy where Sam and Brittany had maybe, and I think it's at one point she was pregnant, but then it came out she had a miscarriage. But I think there were more than one attempts to get pregnant. Um, and it never went through, which ironically could actually have been a blessing. That could have actually been Britney's spirit guides protecting her and her not having a pregnancy come to full term with this man, as kind of, I guess my nose is itchy. I need to take my allergy medicine. Um, as morbid as that may sound, all right. Okay, all right. Spears coming through with the tea. I feel like Sam did not and does not like the Instagram videos. I feel like Sam does not like or did not like the way that Britney interacted with social media. The dancing, the erratic post, it like I feel like it got him angry. Like I see a thermometer and it like how the thermometer like it rises, but then sometimes there's those thermometers that have like the green, the yellow, the orange, and then the red at the very top. It's like I see them going through all the colors up to the red with Sam, and I feel like he gets like frustrated very easily. I definitely see him getting frustrated over like reading something in a magazine or an article. So I feel like he may have been prone to also like reading the blogs, reading the news, like reading what the people are saying, and that also frustrated him. Um, like I feel like he may be easily frustrated, or he was easily frustrated by a lot of things dealing with Britney. The fact that like there's so many people around, like people are always watching. And I feel like that became too much. The social media thing, I feel like with Britney, the way she posts on social media definitely was an issue for him. I feel like there's also something with her posting kind of like nude or revealing clothes as well would be an issue for him too. And this part of this could come from his culture. So I'm wondering, Sam Asghari, he looks kind of, I don't know. To me, I don't know what race or ethnicity he is. He kind of looks, ambiguous to me, so it's like he could be, I could see him as being Middle Eastern. I could see him being as, Latin, Latino or Hispanic or Mexican or something like that. So it's like, you know, um, but I say that to say I feel like there's something with his culture, and I feel like I hear the words abomination or an embarrassment to his culture, like like his family. So I don't know if he comes from a specific, his family is rooted or comes from some sort of specific culture, or once again it could be a culture of like religion, like like Catholicism. It could be um it could be something religious or something like that. Like there's something with like, but Britney's gonna be Britney. You know, that's who Britney is. Britney is scandalous. She's always been that way ever since she was, you know, at the height of her fame in the early 2000s. She always dressed skimpy. When she first came out, she was kind of the one, the main one actually in my mind. If you look back, she was the one that kind of made the crop top or the sports bra with the stomach out. Like she made that popular. Like that's who she is, and it's kind of like Sam Asghari coming in and trying to tame what can't be tamed. It's interesting though because Britney's in a situation or was in a situation where even though she is a Sag or Aquarius, so she gives me those vibes where she can be very wild, unpredictable, someone who's like is meant to be free Britney, hashtag free Britney, right? But at the time of Sam Asghari coming in her life, she was just coming out of a state of being controlled, like so controlled. And even if you look in the background, it almost looks like is there someone in the background. It looks like there's a woman in the background in this picture right here, or someone in the background. Um, she was just coming out of a state of being controlled, like super tightly controlled. By the time she met Sam and they, kind of got into their situation, um, and she's still controlled to a large degree, though. So it's like, yes, she's free and that's amazing, but it's almost like Sam thought he could come in and still pull some puppet strings, still be, kind of be a puppet master and control some things in some way, shape, or form. But there's a good example of this. It's kind of like thinking you can change a, and I don't want to use it the way it's usually said. Thinking you can change, I'll say it this way. Sam went into it thinking he could change a superstar recording artist into a housewife and be the one to wed Britney and to, really create a family. Like, I feel like he really wanted to create a family. I feel like that there was an issue there. Maybe the fact that that was not possible with her. I really feel like, though, that was her spirit guides blocking her from getting pregnant, allegedly, I'll say specifically with this guy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she gets with another guy and, like, she somehow, it's like, oh, this one came through, this one's going through, y'all. Like in her, we actually see her fully come to term. So Spirit is all up and through this with that energy. I feel like towards the end of this relationship, right prior to him filing for divorce, I feel like he was miserable. I feel like he was frustrated. I feel like there's a lot of talks with family, and I don't know if he speaks different languages, but I feel like there's like talking in different languages or talking in code or something like that because there's always people watching. Like, even him, like people watching him specifically. Um, like it's like you go into a situation. There's a good example of this of like someone, but I can't put my finger on it. Like imagine if Kanye West went into his connection with Kim Kardashian as like thinking, oh, I'm going to change Kim Kardashian. I'm going to change the Kardashians. I'm going to, um, be the one to control the situation. And then, him going with that intent and coming out the way he's come out. Like, he, goes in, the most confident, the one that thinks he's the one that's going to change the game up. He's not going to be, one of the other casualty, black men allegedly that have been with the Kardashians. He's going to be the one to be different, you know, and he's not going to come out, different like the other black men. He's going to leave Kim Kardashian different and, shifted and changed. But in reality, he's the one that came out different and severely scarred, and it's Kim who's glowed up. That's Britney Spears and Sam Asghari. Sam Asghari went into the situation thinking he could control some things or he could pull some strings, puppet master style. And he came out the one frustrated, behooved, bewildered, with some scars on his back, some scars to show what he's gone through. And Britney's the one. Look at her, over here. She's the one where it's like, oh, well, all right, life goes on for me. Like makeup, hair, like that's what we've got going on here. She can get her another man. She has her career. She's still superstar Britney. You weren't able to shift that or change that. That's the issue, I think, with a lot of men that come into Britney's life. And maybe in general, this can be a trope in love, thinking you can change someone. When someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. I think there's something about that slapping incident where, like, the way he reacted or didn't react so much. I think that was a sign of his resent having already started built up for her in this situation. So that was already a sign, number one, that it's no wonder that this it came to this. To be honest, because I feel like that was really like when things got like really bad with these two after that slapping incident. Oh yeah, it got like it really got bad between these two. I don't see necessarily fist fighting or violence, although that is a possibility from the energy I pick up. I won't touch on that so much unless something comes out in the public, but definitely that caused major issues between these two. That slapping incident and the way he either reacted or did not react so much. I also feel like in certain ways, Britney's team in sneaky ways would set him up to look bad as well. In situations like that, for example. So he was fighting against a lot. He thought he could come in and it would be easy breezy, This should be easy, but you're working against a machine, my guy. He didn't realize he was working against a machine. Britney Spears has a whole machine behind her, you know. And then you have to deal with that machine and all the moving parts of that machine that make up that machine, all the people and places and things. But then you have to deal with Britney herself, who is a very complex individual. It's too much for him. It was too much, unfortunately. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. So sad for Britney, but we hope she finds love, just as we all hope that we all find love one day. Okay, and we're black. Let's go ahead and really quickly thank you for cleansing and clearing energy. Bistectony past reading. Amen, 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 amen. Ow. I just want to know, will Britney find love again? Will Britney find love again? After this situation with Sam Asghari, will Britney find love again? What's to come for Britney in love? Seven of Cups connected to how she sees herself, how others see her. I think there's something where part of this is like opening up an old wound, and like, you know how you have a wound that's healing, and you take the band-aid off, or like, yeah, you take the band-aid off and maybe forget to put another one on or something like that, or you take the band-aid off and you think it's healed fully, but it's like you go on about your day, maybe you hit your leg, or you hit it again and it starts bleeding again. It's like that's this situation, and how this is panned out between her and Sam. That's like it's opening an old wound that's like starting to bleed again, and she's kind of like, oh, not this again, like, like, I don't, so it's like, I think there's something about her that's going to be private, more secretive, during this situation, after this situation, maybe even concerning her love life. She definitely wants a family with the Ten of Cups showing up. She wants a family. That to her is a part of success. All right. And there could be something about trading traditional success, or what success is we're used to attributing to Britney Spears, number one album, accolades, music videos, like, that kind of thing. For her, maybe it's family. Maybe it's having a house, owning family businesses. All right. Chariot card connected to communication, intellect, and the mind. Chariot card is movement forward. I don't think she's gonna waddle on this. Maybe, let's see, maybe too much. Get the Knight of Swords connected to home, family, and emotions. This will be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Cancer energy. Ironically, she could bounce back from this fairly quickly. Like, she may not be as down bad, or too upset, as upset as you can be going through any divorce. She may not be as down as we think she is, actually. This once again may almost be like a blessing for her. She may be looking at it well, it's like, where it's like, now I can live my life, thank God. Like, whew, like, that's kind of how I see it. Eight of Cups shows up connected to work. It may be something she doesn't want to address publicly, though, necessarily, for a while. I don't know if she's going to date, to be honest. I think she may take time away from dating, or she's definitely going to, like, vet guys or vet people more seriously. I don't see her dating immediately, to be honest. Let's keep pulling cards. I do get the Fool card connected to optimism, stepping outside one's comfort zones. Higher education, higher learning. Fool card could be being open to new opportunities. The Wheel of Fortune shows up connected to the past, her career. So there could be a connection to the past with her in love in some way, shape, or form. The Five of Swords, though, I don't know. We may not see her connected with someone for a little while. Like, I get the number 2 to 3, so she may take 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 years, where it's like, whatever she does with her love life, it's like, I'm not going to show it publicly. Like, I don't need everyone knowing my business, kind of thing. Also, she knows she needs to choose wiser more. She needs to choose better, choose wiser in terms of the men. So I see her taking a break from dating, at least publicly. I don't see her rushing into a dating a situation, which actually may be a really good thing for her. All right. Now I'm gonna do something different for the final card, y'all. I'm being pulled to do this, so I'm gonna do something a little different. I want to know, as the final card, since we asked about Britney, Sam is also a part of this scenario as well. All right. Like they say, it takes two to make a things go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. All right. So I want to know, who was Sam Asghari in Britney Spears' life? Who was Sam Asghari meant to be in Britney Spears' life? And how did Sam Asghari show up in Britney Spears' life for the time that they were together? Give me some clarity on that. I might want to read from the book. Let's see. Stag. Trust and thrive. Stag. Trust and thrive. Interesting. Yeah, I have to read from the book because that one's interesting. I did not see that one coming. Let's see what the book says real quick. Who was Sam Asghari in her life? It says, message for the stag is come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. So maybe he was meant to come into her life in some way, shape, or form to like bring her out of her shell or something. It says the stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic traditions, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. So maybe he was a source of protection for her in her challenging time. Okay, so he did have a place in her life, you all. Okay. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved. For stags, I wonder if he's Native American. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved, for stags and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he was hunted in his situation with Britney. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality. Maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity, supporting you on that journey. So, yeah, I think he came in to open her up to certain things, to bring protection. He came into her life for a reason and he fulfilled that purpose. All right. Everything happens for a reason spiritually. So we honor, the way, Sam, well, I don't know if I should say that way. We honor Sam coming into Britney's life for his purpose, and now we wish Britney well on her next journey. And we support her, at least I support her in whatever she does. As long as she's safe, happy, and healthy. All right, you guys, if you would like a personal reading from me, contact me at 703-791-9162. Email me at lamarr.townsend@gmail.com or visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I've actually got a client I need to get to. I am late, so I will catch you all in your own personal reading, or I'll catch you in the next video. Either way, I'll see you soon. Love and light. God bless.